Yo, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to provide you with some useful tips and tricks for the new update in Bubblegum Simulator Infinity. Please do consider leaving a like and subscribing. It's completely free. Now, the first thing I want to mention, in this update, they introduced a new tile. Now, with this tile that they added to the board game, this actually spawns the new rift. It's called the Underworld Rift. And on that rift, there is a new egg called the Underworld Egg. Now, if you play the board game, basically, even if you do land on that tile, you are not guaranteed to actually spawn the rift. You have a pretty low chance, to be honest with you. One good thing, at least, is on the board game, the orange tiles are pretty common. Okay, so here we go. We're 2 away right now, so I'm going to use my singular dice just so I can get to it. And hopefully I can spawn in a rift. So, as you can see, I'm about to land on it. Come on, please. You got to be pretty lucky. And I might get one. Oh, no, it went off. As you can see, on that wheel, not only do you have a chance to spawn a rift, but you also have a chance to spawn a 5 times island, a 10 times island, and obviously a 25 times island, which is really OP. Now, one thing I really want to mention is because I feel like some people may not know this, the rifts, they actually stack. So let's just say you land on this one here, and you get a 5 times rift. If you then went over to this one and you landed on this one and you landed on the 5 times rift again, there would actually be additional time added on to that 5 times rift. So yeah, the time does actually stack. So that is pretty cool. So if you had a VIP server that was just full of loads of pro players just constantly spinning their dice, you could potentially get multiple hours on a singular rift. Now, the thing is, most likely, you'll probably get multiple hours on a 5 times rift, because obviously that will be way easier to do. Because obviously the chances of getting a 25 times rift are pretty slim. And also same with a 10 times. So yeah, just want to quickly mention that just in case you didn't know. Another thing in this update is, if you didn't know, the board game definitely had some serious nerfs. I mean, literally everything basically got nerfed at this point. But to be honest, I feel like the nerfs were kind of needed a little bit. Just because, I mean, it was so OP, you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. Now, I'm not even joking either when I say everything got nerfed. Basically, these keys, if you remember, if you landed on one of these, basically you'd get 3 keys. Now, if you land on it, you actually only get 1 key. I know, it's kind of crazy. Also, the Infinity Elixir also got nerfed pretty badly. Because before, if you remember correctly, if you landed on this, you actually got it added to your inventory. And that way, people were stocking up hundreds and hundreds of Infinity Elixirs. But unfortunately, they kind of like fixed that now, I get. Well, it wasn't like a bug or anything. It was just really overpowered. But now, basically, if you land on one of these, it just gets added to your potions. So yeah, you can't stock up hundreds and hundreds anymore, which is pretty sad. Another thing that was kind of nerfed as well was the evolved potions. Like, you could get a ton of evolved potions from the board game. I know this because, look, dude, I have almost 500 of each of my evolved. And yeah, now they're like way, way harder to get. It's still possible to get evolved potions. They're just way harder to get right now, unfortunately. I mean, the board game, it's still decent, but obviously it's nowhere near as good as it once was. I can't lie. So obviously, yeah, do keep that in mind. Now, if you are going to AFK the board game, I still recommend the same stuff, basically, especially if you're going for Infinity Elixirs. Obviously, like I said, they don't get added to your inventory anymore, but at least you can still have them on your like potion slots. You know what I mean? You'll just basically instantly be put to your potions instead of being put in your inventory. Now, if you are still going to play the board game, I recommend you use your orange dice to basically create a lot of distance, especially if you're trying to go after a specific thing. Like, let's say you're going to go for this Infinity Elixir on this corner right here. Use your orange dice, because that way you can roll 10s sometimes, and it can give you a lot of distance basically. And then once you've got really close, then you can just use your singular dice, you know, and get to whatever, you know, you specifically want. So yeah, strongly recommend you do that sort of strategy. Now, of course, with the dice keys kind of being nerfed on the board, you know, for example, it used to be 3 you got every time, and now it's only 1. I have been told that apparently the best way to get dice keys now is, instead of the board, it's actually the claw machine. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I've not really tested it much, but maybe it's true, because yeah, the board doesn't give that many dice keys anymore, unfortunately. The only thing I will say is the Infinity Elixir did get nerfed in the claw machine as well, unfortunately. I think it had like a... Actually, I can't even remember the stats, but it did get nerfed a little bit. But yeah, I've been told that apparently this might be the new best way to get the keys. Although I've not got a single key from here. Let's restart it. Let's see if we can get a key. Oh, wait, yeah, dude, look at this. Look how many keys I'm getting. Bro, this is insane. I've just gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different keys. And the thing is every time you pick one up, I'm pretty sure it gives you 2 at a time as well. Let's see. So yeah, you actually get 2. So I'm going to get 10 keys from this one claw machine game. So yeah, if you're trying to get a lot of keys, I guess try and do this, because this seems definitely to be the best way for sure to get these keys. And now the keys are really OP because obviously you can use the dice chest and you can get tons of dice, tons of infinity elixirs and stuff from that dice chest. So this definitely seems to be the best way. The only thing that kind of sucks about the claw machine is you can't really AFK this, because obviously like it's sort of random every time. But yeah, do try this out for yourself, because yeah, I just got 10 keys from that one go just there. Look, there we go, 10 dice keys. Very nice. Oh yeah, by the way, in this new update, one really cool feature is if you head over to the playtime rewards, there's actually a claim all button now at the top left. Although I think you actually need to complete your mastery, by the way. So yeah, look, I'm going to claim this all and boom, beautiful. Obviously I couldn't claim this one because I haven't unlocked it yet, but still, that's so much better instead of having to click each individual one. If that button doesn't appear for you, pretty sure you need to do your mastery, which by the way, if you didn't know, there are new masteries to unlock. It is pretty expensive though. So I think the pets mastery, there was another level. So it's these two, I'm pretty sure, 16 and 17. And then I think, was it the shop or something? I think the shop also had an extra mastery as well. Basically means you can buy all from the shop, as you can see. So we're about to do it now. Buy all the super tickets. Yep. Yes, please. There we go. Buy all the dice keys. Yes, please. And buy all these dice. Yes, please. There we go. And also look, you can re-roll as well. Bro, this is so good. It was so annoying having to click each individual one, but now it's like super fast. Also, with these question marks, you can also skip this animation now as well, which is really nice. So yeah, tons of quality of life features they've added in this update. Really, really good. Oh yeah, by the way, make sure you claim your season pass rewards, because you never know, you might get a luminosity secret, which, I mean, the chances are really rare, but still, you know, you might as well try. Also, just a quick tip, if you are struggling to get gems, because obviously in the mastery, you're going to need a lot of gems to complete the new stuff. Like, I think one of the upgrades is like 200 million gems. Very, very expensive. The way I did it is I just equipped my best pets, which I recommend you equip the World 2 pets, by the way, because they do have a higher gem multiplier. Equip your best World 2 pets, put Team Up V on them. As you can see, I've got Team Up V on every single one. This will massively increase your multiplier. And then once you've done that, I actually recommend that you probably put on an infinity elixir as well, because this will also double your gems that you get from the gifts, or the mystery boxes, I mean. And then spam open the mystery boxes, because yeah, these mystery boxes, they're so good for gems. And that's pretty much how I got 200 million gems, basically like within like a few minutes. Also with the mystery boxes, if you don't know, they added an auto feature, so you can like auto open them now, which is just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if you've got mystery boxes, I highly recommend that you spam them open. Obviously, just make sure that you've got your Team Up V pets on, because that will make a huge difference. Oh yeah, just another thing to add. Basically, there was no new codes, unfortunately, which is was kind of surprising, to be honest. I mean, usually they add like a code or something, but no. This update, there seems to be no codes. Well, as of I'm recording this right now, there's no codes. I don't know, they might add a code in the future, who knows. If they do add a code in the future, let me know in the comments, because I want to use it. Yeah, just thought I'd mention that, because a lot of people during my live stream were asking about the new codes. And yeah, no codes. I know, it's kind of strange. Also, here's another quick tip. If you want to read all the like update blog, basically what you can do is you can click settings, and then once you're in settings, down here on like the left side of the settings box, you can actually click updates, and then you can read all of the stuff. You can even scroll back to release if you wanted to, and then update 1, update 1.1 or 1.5, I mean, update 2, update 3. And then obviously all the most recent stuff, you can read this blog for update 3.5. Pretty cool. And to be honest, I recommend that you do read all this, because there's a lot of like additional information in here. It goes through all like the bug fixes and stuff. So if you're interested in reading it, I suggest that you give it a quick read. Oh yeah, and by the way, here's what the Rift looks like if you didn't know. This is called the Underworld Rift. It looks really, really awesome. Now in this update, they did actually add quite a few secrets. Now in the Underworld egg, which is the one that spawns on that Rift, I'm pretty sure the secret is called like a Lord Shock or something. And it has like a 1 in 500 million spawn rate. So it's actually very, very difficult to get. I won't lie. I mean, 1 in 500 mil is pretty crazy odds. So yeah, you're going to need to be extremely lucky for that. But at least in this update, they did add some secrets that are slightly easy to get. So if you're going to try and get a secret, I recommend, to be honest, that you try and go for one of these. Now, in the newest update, they added something called bounties. Now, this is a secret bounty, as you can see. Now, this is actually a new one. I've actually not seen this one yet. But yeah, every single time, I believe this timer hits 0, I think it changes the secret. So before, there was a queen kitty or something. And you actually got it from the rainbow egg. And now it's switched to this pet, whatever it is. I don't even know. But apparently this is 1 in 50 million. Looks pretty cool, to be fair. And it's this sort of green, I don't even know. Is that a dog? Like a green Neo dog or something? And 1 in 50 mil. That's not too bad, actually. And it seems to be in the, I think that's actually the underworld egg or whatever it's called. You know, the one from the Rift? You have to spawn from the board game. Yeah, the underworld Rift. That's it. This one here. So pretty cool, to be fair. So I highly recommend that you check out this board every now and then, just see what the bounty is, because like I said, I think it's going to change multiple times a day by the looks of it. So yeah, pretty cool. Kind of like that update. Oh yeah, and of course the newest update, another thing that was added to the update, that's what I meant to say, is the 200 mil egg. Obviously, you know, if you played before, they added the 100 mil egg. Obviously that's been removed now. Now, after 200 million visits, they added the 200 mil. Now, one thing that's different about this egg, instead of the 100 mil egg, is it's actually green. The 100 mil egg was yellow. Now, this one's green for some reason. And yeah, you can get these insane pets, which it actually looks like I've already done. I've got all these pets in here. The corrupt glitch. That's pretty cool. Now, if you are interested to know, now this is just what I've been told. Apparently, the secret in the 200 mil egg is called the Lord Wolf, and apparently it's 1 in 200 mil. Like I said, I'm not sure how accurate this is. This is just what someone's told me, so I do apologize if this information is incorrect. Apparently the Lord Wolf from the 200 mil egg, obviously whatever secret is on this sign for the bounty and whatever egg it shows over here. And yeah, the underworld rift that has that Lord Shock, and I think I mentioned it earlier, it's 1 in 500 mil for that one. So yeah, pretty crazy. Now, one thing you can do that will massively increase your odds of hatching these secrets is, of course, make sure that you have a high roller team, which, as you can see, I've got mine right here. Basically, get a ton of legendary pets, get them all to high roller enchant, as you can see. I highly recommend that you get shiny legendaries, tier 3s, because that way you'll have 2 enchantment slots on your pets, basically giving you double the chance of getting high roller. Strongly recommend you do that because, yeah, high roller can be a difficult enchantment to get sometimes, so having double the odds, I mean, obviously, you know, it's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Also, if you're going to hatch, obviously, you know, put on some infinity elixirs if you've got some. Put on your lucky evolved, your speed evolved, your mythic evolved. Also, join a server with a bunch of friends because you'll get server boost. Try and get a legendary because every legendary you get like a 5-minute, like 30% extra boost in luck. Also, make sure you're completing your index because you will get an extra percentage of luck, like this 50% extra luck here in the minigame paradise and also in the overworld. And also get the extra 50% luck as well for completing your normal indexes. So definitely make sure you get that done for that little bit extra luck. And of course, don't forget in the board game, you can also get that 200% server luck as well. So yeah, don't forget that because you might as well, you know what I mean? Pretty sure you get this 200% server luck from these question mark circles. And yeah, it's pretty OP to be fair. Now, max luck, I believe, is 2,969, I think. It's around about there. Now, do keep in mind, obviously, that's with like 12 friends in your server and with literally everything maxed out completely. So yeah. It's hard to maintain max luck at 2,969 because it's hard to, honestly, having 12 friends in the same server without them leaving and stuff, that's probably the main reason. But also, obviously, to keep infinity elixirs running 24/7 as well is also going to be pretty hard to do. Another way, if you're struggling for tickets or coins, of course, make sure you get your best pets on. Make sure you put Team Up V on. Make sure you, if you're going to go farm in the coins in the best areas, make sure you got golden orbs on because it will 2 times your spawn rate for you know, the stuff that you pick up to collect coins. Also, don't forget to put on your coins evolved and tickets evolved, depending on which currency you're trying to farm. Anyway, yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Appreciate you so much for watching it all the way to the end. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment the color green if you did make it this far. And yeah, hopefully you have a really good day and bye-bye.